just saying, the clock can be stopped a little slower and started a little bit early. Takes a little influence.
It's real simple. You got
get in, enjoy this moment. What's the rush? Thinking back, but we wanted more. This is what we've been waiting for. With tears in our eyes, we let our hearts roar. Unleash war, we walk in this door. We won't be delayed, we won't be denied. In the end, we want to refuse with clear eyes. A full heart, there's no way that we can lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes.
Paul McDonald back with you here at Hannah Field as the Highliners taking the field. Valley City and first-year head coach Chad Smith as they take the field ready to get after it tonight against Langdon Area Munich. Of course, one nice thing about this 9 o'clock start time, a lot of games are already done in single A. Taking a look at some scores, Grafton, they were winners over Mayport CG 28-12. Patriots will be coming here in October. A good one going on with Thompson and Hillsborough Central Valley. That game is tied at 20 with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Southern McLean, they defeated Hazen tonight 44-6. Number 3 ranked Dickinson Trinity as they're just getting ready to start. Well, they're late, early in the fourth quarter. They are leading Shiloh Christian 46-21. Ray Powers Lake, of course, they lost last week. They are leading Turtle Mountain. And Turtle Mountain down 19-12. That game's got 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Botno defeated Northern Cass tonight 33-7. Central McLean over South Prairie Max 54-0. Harvey Wells County, they are leading Velva 10-8. And that is early fourth quarter. Harvey Wells County receiving votes. They're leading Velva 10-8. That game is at Velva, and they just started the fourth quarter. Carrington, they're up 14-0 over Sargent County. And Lax Burlington, with about a minute to go in the game, they lead Rugby 8-6. That's a look at your starting or some other scores going on in 11A football. And looking at some 11 AA games going on tonight, Jamestown over Wahpeton 20-12. Minot North, who a lot of people are picking to win the AA state championship already in August, 41-0 win, leading Williston. Kindred, they lead Devils Lake 42-12. That's early in the fourth quarter. Central Cass, early third quarter over Watford City, 28-0. Fargo South, early third quarter, leading Dickinson 20-14. And West Fargo Horace, they are leading Grand Forks Red River 21-0 with about 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Those are games going on tonight in Class Single A or Double A. And Grand Forks Central, they defeated Bismarck St. Mary's tonight by a final of 23-12. So that is a look at the other scores going on here tonight. And now we're going to have the playing of our national anthem, and then we will get ready for tonight's game, the Highliners and Langdon. But first, our national anthem.
At a defensive tackle, number 6, Braxton Linseth. At another defensive tackle, number
I guess they're doing the starting lineups for Langdon before we get into the national anthem. So that reminds us of one of our sponsor tonight is Bridge City Dentistry here in Valley City. Smile bright, day or night. Your perfect smile starts here at Bridge City Dentistry. Dr. Tessa Legine and the great staff over at the Karenberg. Dr. Karenberg had looked away there for a minute. Sorry about that. But, yeah, Dr. Tessa Legine and Dr. Karenberg and their staff over at Bridge City Dentistry. And we thank them for sponsoring tonight's Highlander football game here on the Highlander Activity Network. Again, on camera, Beckett Ness, who's get to go past his curfew thanks to the late start tonight. So everything's cool for Beckett. He's in good hands here, Mom. We're keep an eye on him. He's not getting into any trouble. And Brian Krewald, he's got a curfew too. It's past both of our bedtimes already, but our executive producer, Brian Krewald, here tonight. Now we will have the playing of our national anthem. our national anthem here tonight. And
Cardinal
now
fans,
we
are
are
you
just
ready?
about set, ready for football here. As Valley City,
fans,
again,
are
they
you
will
ready?
get the ball first as the
Let's play some football.
Cardinals deferred to the second half, so Valley City will get the ball first. And Valley City in their light blue or their Highliner blue tops, Navy helmets, VC on the side, and the Navy pant. Cardinals in their all whites with the Cardinal helmets and Cardinal numerals. And we are just about set. A late start, but we are ready to get after it here tonight with Valley City and the Langdon area Munich Cardinals. Again, number 2 ranked team in the state. Jax Johnson has the ball teed up, and he will kick her deep. Corbin Powell is going back deep for Valley City. He'll be joined back there by Caleb McLaughlin. So, yes, it will officially, well, we'll see when the ball is finally in the air, but it looks like it will be officially a 2-hour and 1 minute weather delay before this one gets started. So an over 2-hour delay. Johnson has the ball teed. Here's the approach, and we are underway. A line drive kick, and it's taken at the 10-yard line. Powell turns to the 15, 20, 25, 30. See him across the 30 and up to the 37-yard line. 27-yard return for Powell. A good start there for Valley City. It'll be first and 10 for the Highliners at the 27-yard line. Or pardon me, 37-yard line at their own 37. So again, Andrew Sikora at quarterback with Powell standing behind him. 3 receivers wide to the far side of the field, 1 here to the near side. From the 37, Leighton Hendrickson in motion, high snap, and boy, Sikora did not know where the ball was. It went over his head, and it's recovered by Langdon at the 19-yard line. So the bad snap, and Langdon, 12 seconds in, they get the first break of the game.
For the Langdon Cardinals, ball on the Highliner.
And it will be at the 19-yard line in Highliner territory. So I think Sikora went into blocking mode there as he was more concerned with blocking somebody. And so the turnover gives the ball to the Cardinals at the 19. Jax Johnson in the shotgun, rolling out, wants to throw. Looking, dumps it far side to his safety valve to the 15. And inside the 10-yard line, off the swing pass to the far side.
Pass from Johnson to number 81, Tanner McDonald.
And that is Tanner McDonald on the completion, no relation.
Tackled by number 7, Derek Shea.
He'll take it down to the 7, so that is enough for a first down, and it'll be first and goal for the Cardinals at the Highliner 7-yard line. Johnson will send receivers wide to both sides of the field. Easton Schaefer here to the near side, right just a step away from the sidelines. And the handoff goes to the tailback, Sam Davis, and he is wrapped up and brought down for a loss back at the 10-yard line.
Hand off to number 4, Sam Davis.
So Davis,
Number 2,
Corbin Powell coming up with a big defensive play there. A loss of 3 yards for Davis brings up second and goal at the 10. Powell came blasting through and made a nice play. Defensively for Valley City. Up front, Owen Hunt, Trey McPartland, Boston Larson, Jack Dieterle. With Powell, Muskie, and Caleb McLaughlin, the linebackers. Jackson looking to throw. Jack Johnson, throw to the end zone. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of the receiver, Schaefer. And then Powell was there to knock it away to make sure it was incomplete. That'll bring up third and goal from the 10-yard line. Tight end is Theo Rompo with T.J. Henderson and Easton Schaefer and Tanner McDonald. Your wide receiver, Sam Davis, the fullback, and the senior Jax Johnson at quarterback here for the Cardinals. Derek Shape, Ty Cordy, Andrew Sikora, and Leighton Hendrickson, the defensive backfield for Valley City from the 10 on a third and goal. Minute gone here in the opening quarter. Johnson to throw. Throwing over the middle, incomplete, intended for Schaefer, throws it high. And it's an incompleted pass. It'll bring up a third and goal from the 10 for Langdon area Munich. Brian Yanish, our Whitecap here tonight on our officials crew, and he is going to be mic'd up. Matt Brandvold, Aaron Modern, Lance Lukes, and Boyd Westman. the rest of the officiating crew here for tonight's game. So a fourth down and coming up. It'll be 4th and 10 from the 10, maybe just inside. Rolling out, Johnson flag on the play. I think there might be encroachment on Valley City unless one of the receivers, Lance Luke's through the flag here on the near side. Let's hear Mr. Yanish. Or try to. It's going to be offside against the Highliners. So the Highliners' first penalty. I don't know if I'd be using electronics right now. So a 5-yard penalty takes it down to the 4. Just inside the 5 down, we'll call it the 4-yard line. Brings up 4th and goal from the 4 for Langdon Area Munich. 10:55 here in this opening quarter. No score again on the first play from scrimmage. Valley City had the bad snap recovered by Langdon Area Munich at the 19. Here we go, 4th down and goal from the 4. Davis goes in motion across the backfield. Johnson by himself in that backfield. He's back to pass. Cox fires to the end zone and incomplete. Nearly intercepted in the back of the end zone. But it will be incomplete, and the ball will go over on downs. Too bad. If we could have got that interception, would have got ourselves a few extra yards. But the turnover on downs, again, that was the storyline last week. Valley City against the Aggies. The Aggies had 3 downs that they ended up turning the ball over on downs in that opening drive. So Valley City with the football. 1st and 10 from the 4. Sikora standing right at the goal line. Powell behind him, about 5 yards deep in the end zone. He gets the handoff. Hesitates, bounces it to the outside. Powell's got space across the 10, and Powell gets out across the 15. And a slow developing play, but Corbin Powell gets a first down, and he takes it out across the 15, and we'll call it the 18-yard line. That's a 14-yard pickup for Powell, and a first down for Valley City. So a nice first play there for Powell. Again, hesitated in the backfield after got the handoff. Was able to get out to they'll move it back to the 17-yard line. So a gain of 13 for Powell. That'll bring up 1st and 10 for Valley City. The ball at the 17-yard line. 3 receivers here to the near side. Shotgun, high snap. Sikora comes down with it. He'll start to ad-lib. And he'll get out back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So no gain on the play by Sikora. Brings up 2nd down and 10.
It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Highlanders.
It'll be 2nd 10, and actually they're going to say he lost the yard back to the 16. So 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line for Valley City. 9:32 to go here in the opening quarter, no score. Sikora will send 3 receivers here to the near side. Again, Powell, that lone setback and a bad snap, and actually direct snap given off to Hendrickson, and Layton is going to lose back to the 15-yard line. I think that was Layton on the carry, or actually it was Trey McPartland, the offensive lineman, that picked up that loose ball and tried to make something out of it. And he actually is going to lose a yard back to the 15-yard line. So it is a 3rd and long here for Valley City from the 15. 3rd and 13 with 8:50 to go in this opening quarter. So the snaps having an issue right now with those with the snaps. They come up to the line from the 15. 3 receivers to the left. 1 receiver here to the near side is Hendrickson. Lone setback, Powell behind Sikora. From the 15, there's a good snap. Sikora now rolling out. He's going to take it. He's up to the 15, to the 20. Sikora across the 20, out to the 25. And look at Andrew Sikora bursting his way to the 27-yard line. Sikora with a nice carry there, picks up 12 yards. It's still going to be short of the first down.
4th and 2 2.
It'll be
for the
4th and
Highlanders.
short at the 27-yard line. Needs to get to the 28. The ball is between the 26 and the 27. They're going to send Powell back. Now Coach Smith wants to talk it over. Timeout taken by Valley City. And we'll step aside with 7:59 left to go here in quarter number 1. No score. The Highlanders looking at a 4th down play coming up. It'll be 4th and a long 1.5, 2 yards to go. This is Highlander football on the Highlander Activity Network. As we come out of the timeout, Powell is back to punt the ball away. Good snap and the approach. High kick. Wind grabs hold. Is going to hit and take a Cardinal roll back into Highlander territory. And that will be down. And one of the Cardinals went up to his teammate to get him out of the way and just looked almost like he was blocking him to the 47-yard line. So a 20-yard punt, no return. So the Langdon Munich Cardinals, Langdon area Munich Cardinals will come out to the 47-yard line in Highlander territory. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Cardinals. 2 receivers here to the near side. Davis alone sent back behind Johnson. 1 receiver wide to the right. Here comes Schaefer in motion. Hand up the middle, Davis to the 45, and Davis gets to the 40. A gain of 7 there, right up the gut for Davis. Sam Davis.
By number 7.
On the tackle, Valley City, Derek Shape.
It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Cardinals.
So a gain of 7 yards up there for Davis. It'll bring up 2nd down and 3 from the 40-yard line. Again, 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 to the right. Jackson rolling here to the left, looking to throw. Stops, fires deep, near side, wide open Shaper at the 5, and he is down inside the 5. Leighton Hendrickson with the tackle, and they're going to mark him down at the 2-yard line, or down to the 1-yard line is where they're going to mark him. 39-yard pitch and catch. Johnson to Easton Shaper.
Leighton Hendrickson. It'll be 1st and goal for the Cardinals.
And that will bring up a 1st and goal to go here for the Cardinals. And on the first play, nope, they didn't get in. On the quarterback keep, the official says nope, not
Johnson
quite in.
Gain of about 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And it'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 1. On the quick snap there, Jackson again in the pistol. He has Theo Ramfo, who's tied in normally, standing next to him. Here goes again, and this time bounce it to the outside. In for the touchdown is Jax Johnson. He'll take it in from a yard out for the touchdown. So Johnson with the TD. And took 4 plays on that drive, and now the extra point coming. Johnson also does the place kicking here.
To kick the extra point for the Cardinals will be number 2, Jax Johnson.
Awaiting the extra point with 6:38 left to go in this quarter. Good snap. Kick is away, and it's blocked. And went right back into Johnson's gut, and it was blocked, so it is no good. So the defense comes up with a big play, at least the special teams blocking the extra point. With 6:38 left to go here in the first quarter, 6-0 Langdon area Munich. We're back with more Highlander football on the Highlander Activity Network. And for play, 47-yard drive, 1:21 off the clock. Jax Johnson with a 1-yard quarterback keep.
Jax Johnson.
And now he's teeing it up, ready to kick her deep. Took a minute 21 off the clock. Extra point was blocked by the Highliners. 6-0 score. And now Johnson ready to kick it with Powell and McLaughlin back deep. High, deep kick. McLaughlin back, and this one's going to one-hop into the end zone. And the touchback. So Johnson with the strong leg boots that one into the end zone. And the Highliner offense will come back out onto the field with 6 minutes and 38 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City at the 20-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Highliners on their own.
They'll be on the near hash. Third possession here for Valley City. Did get a couple of nice carries on the last drive. A 13-yard run by Powell, a 12-yard by Sikora, but ended up stalling out and having to punt the ball away. Now from the 20-yard line. Two receivers to the right, or to the left, one here to the near side. Sikora gets the good snap, gives it off to Powell. Powell trying to go off that left side and stacked up after a short gain. And a gain of about 2 or 3 yards brings up 2nd down. Move it out to the 23-yard line, gain of 3. So it'll be a 2nd down play coming up here. And 7 from the 23-yard line for the Highliners. Powell getting the play from the sideline. Assistant coach, offensive coordinator Rob Hunt. Chad Smith handling the defense. Again, Brandon and Aaron Heck on the staff as assistant coaches, along with a couple of former Vikings. Another good snap there. Handoff. Powell gets it to the outside. That's got the corner. He's going to have near 1st down yardage, close to the 30-yard line, and then taken out of bounds. Looks like at about the 29. So they got him to bounce it to the outside, get a little bit of space, and picks up 6 yards, which will bring up a 3rd and 1 from the 29-yard line for Valley City. Justin Cruz and Masila Sia, the assistant coaches for the Highliners. From the 29-yard line. Boy, you look at the coaching staff, a lot of good college coaching experience on that sideline for the Highliners. From the 29-yard line, Sikora gets the snap, gives off to Powell. He's going to go to the near side. He's got the corner in the 1st down to the 30 to the 35, and Corbin across the 35 to the 37-yard line. It'll be enough for a Highliner 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City. On the tackle there was Maddox Stremick for the Cardinals. So a gain of 7. Actually, a gain of 8 out to the 37-yard line. Well, Powell already 30 yards on 4 carries. Has already surpassed what he did last week in the game against the Aggies. From the 37-yard line, it is 1st and 10 for the Highliners. 2 receivers to the far side of the field, 1 here to the near side. Tegan Cleveguard is wide to the far side. Again off to Powell, and he's going to be wrapped up and dropped in the backfield. He'll be dropped for a loss. Dawson Downs coming up and making the play, blowing that one up in the backfield. That's going to be a loss back to the 34-yard line, a loss of 3 yards for Powell. Brings up 2nd down and 13 from the 34. 4.5 minutes to go. Clock on the move here in quarter number 1. 6-0 Langdon area, Munich. Siebert here's 2 to the near side of the field. 1 to the far side. In the pistol, Sikora gets the snap, little high. He'll take it himself, goes up the middle, cross the 35, and Andrew gets out back to the original line of scrimmage at the 37-yard line. So he has to get those 3 yards back. It'll bring up 3rd down and 10 from the 37-yard line for the Highliners. Caleb McLaughlin now will come back in for Valley City, and he will come in for Jack Learud. 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go. We're in the first quarter. Highliners facing a 3rd down and 10 from their own 37-yard line. 2 receivers here to the near side. Now they go trips near side. One to the far side. Sikora wants to throw. Near side, and it's going to be intercepted by Shaper or incomplete. I've not seen a signal yet by the officials, and they are going to say it is incompleted pass. Shape was the intended receiver. Shaper was the one that stepped in, and they're going to say it's an incompleted pass. And Sikora throws football right. I always thought he throws a baseball left-handed, but he throws a football right-handed. And up is Derek Shape. He'll come off without, maybe just got his bell rung. So he'll come out. It'll be 4th and 10 for Valley City with 3 minutes and 29 seconds to go. They're at their own 37-yard line. And Powell will go back and punt the ball away. Last punt 20 yards, but the wind grabbed hold of it, and after a bounce that took a Langdon area Munich bounce, it came back a little bit. Here's another punt. This one's a little bit better. Spiraling down and at the 30-yard line on the return to Shaper to the 35-40, up the middle 45-50 to the outside 45-40, and a touchdown saving tackle made, and then a flag comes flying in. There's a couple of flags on the play, but Powell, the punter, makes a touchdown-saving tackle on Easton Shaper at the 40-yard line, but now let's see what the penalties are here. 2 of them came flying in from the far side. Personal foul, helmet to helmet against the Langdon area Munich. Well, we did have our officials mic'd up, but I wonder if the rain might have made things a little worse. So that penalty, being a personal foul penalty, instead of having great field position in the Highliner territory, they're going to get backed up. And they will start 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10. Ball on the
3 minutes and 15 seconds left here in this first quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at their own 39-yard line. They lead 6-0. Again, tonight's coverage of Highliner football brought to you by Bridge City Dentistry in Valley City. From the 39, now Schaefer way out here to the near side of the field. Johnson with Davis next to him in the backfield in the pistol. Brings the receiver again across the backfield in the formation. He gets the pitch. It's to the 40. He gets across the 45, and he's out to midfield. That is Sam Davis, who lined up as a wide receiver and came across in the jet sweep. So that's going to be a completion. That'll be a pass of 11 yards and a first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 right at the midfield stripe here in the near hash for the Cardinals. This time Davis will line up in the backfield. He's got 2 receivers to the far side. That's McDonald along with Schaefer. So Schaefer here is actually to the near side. Henderson is back there. Now Johnson will take it himself to the 50. Cuts back to the 45-40. Jacks Johnson inside to 35, and he's down to the 34-yard line. So Johnson with a 16-yard carry.
And that'll be another Cardinal first down.
And that'll be another first down for the Cardinals. 2 plays, 2 first downs to the Highliner 34. With 2:30 to go in this opening quarter. 6-0. Langdon area Munich. Henderson goes wide to the far side. Here to the near side is McDonald and Schaefer. Davis standing next to his quarterback, Jax Johnson. Now McDonald in motion across the backfield. From the 34, first down. Davis gets the handoff to the 30, and then Sam Davis takes it down to about the 37-yard line or 27-yard line. A gain of 7 by Davis.
Brought down by number 7 Derek Schaefer, number 14 Andrew Sikora.
Andrew Sikora coming up with the tackle.
About 7 on the run.
So 2nd down and 3. After that pickup of 7 yards by Davis. From the 27-yard line on a 2nd down play. Movement on the line, and that's going to bring a flag, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty and a first down by penalty unless the O-line or the D-line was drawn off. It is encroachment on Valley City, so that will be a first down by penalty. 2nd penalty for the Highliners, 10 yards total.
Encroachment on the Highliners.
So encroachment will take it down to the 22-yard line And it'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. McDonald again and Schaefer. Here the near side. Schaefer's in the slot. Davis next to his quarterback, Johnson. Now he comes out and lines up next to the tight end. From the 22, Johnson to throw. Near side, incomplete. Schaefer tried a one-handed catch and couldn't come up with it. Incomplete.
Pass from Johnson is incomplete. Intended for number
That'll
1.
bring up a 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 for the Cardinals.
3 for 7 passing so far for Johnson for 50 yards. And of course, 39 came on one play. Second down coming up. .120 here in the first quarter. From the 22, 2nd down. Johnson up the middle. 20, 15 to the outside, 10, 5, and Johnson bounced off a tackle and takes it in for the Cardinal touchdown.
Quarterback draw by number 2, Jack.
So Johnson takes it in
results in a touchdown for the
from
Cardinals.
22 yards away. That'll bring up a 12-0 lead, and now Johnson will attempt the extra point.
On to kick the extra point, number 2, Jax Johnson.
Well, that was a 61-yard drive. And just a little over 2 minutes taken off the clock by the Cardinals. And the extra point this time, Johnson knocks it through.
Johnson's extra point is good.
And that brings us back up the field with 1:13 left to go here in quarter number 1. It is now Langdon Area Munich 13, Valley City nothing. This is Highliner football on the Highliner Activity Network. That drive went 5 plays, 61 yards, took 2:02 off the clock. Again, the touchdown run of 22 yards by Johnson. He added the extra point. And now the approach by Johnson, and he booms this one. Boy, he has got a big leg. And Powell takes it at the goal line. To the 5, middle return, 10, 15. To the outside of the 20. He's to the 25, 30, and taken across the 30 out to about the 32-yard line. Corbin Powell with the nice return there of 32 yards. Schaefer on the tackle. So good return for Powell. And the Highlanders, again, with fairly good field position to start this drive. It'll be 1st and 10. With 1:04 remaining here in the quarter from their own 31-yard line. Sikora will have 3 receivers to the left, 1 here to the near side. Snap, bubble screen, far side, swings it back behind, more of a lateral pass. Here's Powell across the 30, and he's going to be out of bounds about the 34-yard line. Just a little swing pass there. Back behind to Powell, and he's going to pick up a couple of yards on the play. First completion for Sikora. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 8 from the 33. Powell got out of bounds. Clock stops, 56 seconds to go. At the 33-yard line, Sikora, far near side, screen to McLaughlin. He eluded the first tackler and then wrapped up and brought down for no gain. Coming up as Theo Rompo on the tackle there after the initial hit was made after the catch there by McLaughlin. I want to say that was Keaton Ullett that he was able to get around. He'll get out to the 34-yard line, so give him a yard on the pickup. And we'll bring up a 3rd down here for Valley City. 3rd and 7 from the 34. This may be the final play of the quarter. Sikora, Powell, 35-40. Cuts back 45. First down yardage. Corbin Powell gets his way out to the 47-yard line. Gain of 13 yards. And a Highliner first down there for Powell. And that is going to bring us to the end of the first quarter, out to the 47-yard line. So we are through the first 12 minutes of football after a 2-hour and 1-minute weather delay through a quarter. Your score, it is Langdon Area Munich 13, Valley City nothing. This is Highliner football on the Highliner Activity Network.
Hannah Field, Langdon Cardinals 13, and your Valley City Highliners 0.
First and 10 for Valley City from the 47-yard line, their own 47. Good snap, Sikora. Again, dumps it on Powell. A glorified pitch. Nice move by Powell. Back to the far side, and he is going to actually lose a yard. He did make a nice move to elude a tackler about 10 yards deep. Then went back to the far side of the field, but this time could not elude T.J. Henderson and was brought down for a yard loss on that swing pass. So they're trying to get the ball to Powell in those open spaces, let him utilize that great speed. A second down and 11 from the Highliner 46. Trips here to the near side. Sikora, Powell right up the gut to the 45 to the 50. And he will get 4 yards right up the middle, running behind that big offensive line. Olliott on the tackle. They're going to move him back to the 49 is where they say his knees went down. So a gain of 3.
Third and about 8 for the Highlanders.
So the ball marked at the 49. We'll call it 3rd and 8 from the 49. So far the best drive for Valley City. From the 49 on a 3rd down play. Snap, Sikora. And, boy, there was a miscommunication on that read option between the two, Sikora and Powell, and ended up losing a couple yards back to the original line of scrimmage. So a loss of 2 yards.
It'll be 4th and 10 for the Highlanders.
We'll make it a 4th and 10 now for Valley City at the 47-yard line. So they're going to play field position game here and have Powell go back and punt the ball away. 3rd punt of the first half for Corbin. As we approach the 10-minute mark here in the second quarter, 13-0 Cardinals. From the 47 on a 4th and 10. The snap and the kick. End over end kick, and Schaefer takes it to the 25 and hit immediately. Good job there by the special teams. Caleb McLaughlin down there for Valley City, and I think Jack Learud was also down there on the tackle for the Highliners.
Brought down immediately by number 7, Derek Shape.
Derek Shape, 7 instead of 3. That was Derek Shape and Caleb McLaughlin on the tackle. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at their own 26-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 ball.
This will be the worst starting field position for the Cardinals. At their own 27, with their 26, with 9:49 to go. Johnson to throw, complete McDonald. And he is going to be wrapped up and corralled by a host of Highliners. And he is not going to get anywhere on that one. Leading the charge there was Chase Coughlin on the tackle, with help also on that side by Owen Hunt. And Caleb McLaughlin coming up defensively. So the swing pass actually only nets about 2 yards on the play to McDonald. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 8 from their own 28. 3 receivers, tight formation here to the near side. Johnson to throw. He goes far side. Davis cuts back in at the 30. Got out of a tackle. He's on the move. Here goes Sam Davis to midfield and then cut down from behind on the far sideline. I wonder if that was Derek Shape that caught him from behind, but he eluded a highliner at the 40-yard line, and then it was a foot race.
Tackle by number 7, Derek
It
Shape.
was Derek Shape that caught him from behind at the
First down.
43-yard line. That's a 29-yard completion. So a couple of catches for 40 yards now for Davis. But it was enough for a first down. From the 43, 1st and 10. Johnson on the quarterback keep, wrapped up in. Jack Dieterle comes flying in there and makes the play from his defensive tackle spot.
Johnson on the keeper. Brought down in the backfield by big, tall Jack Dieterle.
So Jack Dieterle with the big tackle there
And he'll be 2nd and
for
11.
Valley City.
Cardinals.
The defensive end, that's going to be a loss of 2 yards. So from the 45-yard line, 2nd down and 12 from the 45. In the pistol, here comes the blitz. They pick it up. Johnson has time, throws downfield, complete at the 30. And to McDonald, he'll take it to the 25-yard line. As he stopped, got his man to go a little bit further downfield, and then came back for the ball. And the completion, going to mark it down at the 24. That'll be a gain of 21 yards to McDonald.
Brought down by number 7, Derek Shape. and
Derek
number 12,
Shape
Blake
again on the
Anderson.
tackle.
The play will be a Cardinal first down.
Well, the Cardinals throwing the ball here. 6 for 10 for 102 yards for Jack Johnson so far here in the first half. 7:17 left to go in the second quarter. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Langdon area Munich at the Highliner 24-yard line. They were bringing the blitz, but it was picked up by the Cardinals. And now Coach Kravachka is going to call a timeout. So each team has used one. A timeout on the field with 7:04 remaining in this second quarter. It is 13-0 Langdon area Munich over the Valley City Highlanders. We're back with more Highlander football on the Highlander 2 Network. It is a 1st and 10 coming up here for Langdon area Munich at the Highlander 24-yard line. 7:04 left to go in the second quarter. 13-0 advantage here to the Cardinals. This drive started back on their own 27-yard line. From the 24, Johnson in the pistol, 2 receivers near side. 1 receiver wide to the far side. He'll roll to the near side, the wide side. Johnson looking to throw. Now he'll run to the 25 and down to the 21-yard line. A gain of about 3. Powell there defensively for Valley City. And also Ryer Muskie there defensively to come up with the tackle for the Highliners. They're going to mark it as a 21, gain of 3 yards on the ad lib there for Johnson. So from the 21-yard line, 2nd down and 7. And here on the near hash, handoff Davis to the 20, and then Davis runs smack dab into Sikora, who makes the tackle after Davis gets down to about the 17. A gain of about 4 yards.
Ryer Muskie.
Ryer Muskie also there defensively for Valley City. And we'll mark it down at the 17-yard line. Just shy of the 17. Brings up third down. Third and about 3 for the Cardinals. Empty backfield now for Johnson. Highlanders want to bring the house. Flag on the play, and the play stops. And we're going to have another encroachment. Ball start on the Cardinals. So that is their second penalty for 20 yards. Back them up to about the 23-yard line.
Ball start for the Cardinals.
I'll bring up third down and 9 from the 23.
Let's make some noise, Highliner fans.
5:38 to go. And I have to say, a lot of those fans that during the rain headed for their cars, some exited and left the building and went home, but we still got a good crowd here for this home opener for the Highliners. Johnson rolling to his left on a third down play, dumps it off, ball tipped and nearly intercepted on that far side. I think Derek Shape nearly had himself a pick, and oh man, with his speed along that far side, they could have gotten interesting.
Pass from Johnson is
It'll just be an incompleted pass.
And that'll bring up
a big fourth down play here for Valley City. If they can come up with a stop, it'll be 4th and 9 from the 23-yard line. Definitely 4-down territory here for Coach Kravachka and the Cardinals. At the 23, it is a 4th down play. Johnson to throw. Ball far side, and it's a little high and incomplete. Looking for Shaper, incomplete. The ball turned over on downs. And the Highliners will get the ball back with 5 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in this second quarter. It feels like a third quarter, but it's not. We've been here long enough. So the Highliners come up with a defensive stop. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 23. The offense back on the field. The defense, their second turnover on downs. Powell, the lone sent back. 3 receivers here to the near side. Sikora in that pistol. On a 1st down play for Valley City at their own 23-yard line. Snap is good. Powell gets the handoff, takes it, cuts it to the 20. Powell to the 25. Sutter steps his way, still on his feet at the 30. Powell weaves his way across the 35, out to the 36-yard line, and a 1st down. Sam Davis on the tackle. Boy, nice job there. He just was elusive. Stutter step takes it out to the 36. 13-yard pickup for Powell. And that makes it a 1st down play for Valley City. I'm sad to see that Corbin Powell, I saw back a few years ago when he was playing junior high and then JV football, where he was all over the place running, and he was so tough to bring down, very elusive, and then once he got in that open space, it was tough to catch him. From the 36, busted play, Sikora ad-libs, and it's not going to work. He's going to lose yardage back to the 33. So it'll be a 3-yard loss there for Sikora. It'll bring up 2nd down and 13 from the Highliner 33. 4 minutes and 34 seconds, clock ticking. We're in the second quarter. Langdon Area Munich leading at 13-0. Johnson with a 1-yard touchdown run and a 22-yard touchdown run. He made 1 of 2 extra points. 1 was blocked. From the 33, 2nd and 13. 3 receivers right, 1 here to the near side. Sikora gets the snap to Powell. Powell off left side, wrapped up as he gets to the line of scrimmage, +1. And a whistle blows as he is going to, Landon Schneider, the one that wrapped him up. They'll give him a yard on the pickup. So it's 3rd down from the 34-yard line. 3rd and about 12 for Valley City. 3:40 here in the second quarter. From the 34-yard line, 3 receivers wide to the far side. 1 here to the near side. Sikora in the pistol. Gets the snap. Gets it off to Powell to the outside. Corbin at the 35-40 and gets across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Still going to be well short of a first down, but a nice 7-yard pickup there for Powell. And we'll bring up a 4th down and about 5 from the 41. So another good start to the drive, but the difference is there tonight from the last week's game. The Highlanders are not getting untimely penalties. They're just not able to crack through that defensive front of the Cardinals. Line of scrimmage is the 41. It is 4th and 5. Powell back to punt. Long wait. There's the snap. The approach, the swing of the leg. High kick. Schaefer asks for the fair catch and makes it at the 26-yard line. So with 2 minutes and 31 seconds remaining here in this second quarter, Langdon Area Munich leading it 13-0. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at their own 25-yard line. Cardinals have had their big plays come through the air. Though there was one 22-yard run by Johnson as their best run so far. Now he rolls out looking to throw. Sets up deep near side. Schaefer wide open and can't bring it in. He had cut to the inside, had his man beat by a whole bunch, by at least 5 to 6 yards. And Easton Schaefer could not haul it in, and it'll just be an incompleted pass. Or that could have been a huge play for the Cardinals. And although all it is just an incompleted pass, Highlander fans can breathe again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Chase McLaughlin was with Schaefer, and Schaefer just made one move and kind of churned Chase around and was able to blow by him, but the incompleted pass. Here's the handoff to Davis on 2nd down across the 25 and gets out to the 30, where he's met by another host of Highliners.
Number 4, Sam Davis on the carry.
Gain out across the 30 to about the 31. Well, it gives 6 yards for Davis.
It'll be 3rd and 4 for the Cardinals.
And that will bring up a 3rd down and 4 from the 31. T.J. Henderson to the far side. Tanner McDonald here to the near side. Now Davis lines up right next to his tackle. Here comes Schaefer in motion. Lots of time on the play clock from the 31. On the 3rd down, Johnson up the middle. And he is wrapped up and brought down, maybe a gain of 1 to the 32-yard line. But goes to that heart of that defense. Boston Larson, Trey McPartland, Owen Hunt, Jack Dealey in the middle. And they are going to stop him, actually, a pickup of 1 for Johnson. And so that will bring up a 4th down play and a timeout taken by the Highliners with 1:29 left to go here in the second quarter. 13-0 advantage to Langdon Area Munich. Coming up at halftime, we'll go through our first half stats. Also get you caught up on what's going on with Highliner Athletics. Of course, all sports are in full vigor right now. On the fall sports side, golf has had the most so far. I think they've had about 4 or 5 meets already this year for Coach Tyler Van Bruggen and then the Highlander girls golf team. Tennis coming up with their first win of the season on Thursday against Shanley. We'll talk more about Highlander sports coming up at the half, along with a look at our first half statistics. Punt formation here. This will be the first punt attempt, and Johnson is back to punt it away. Good snap, and the approach. High kick. Wynn grabs it, brings it down to the 40, inside the 40, and will be down at about the 37-yard line. 31-yard punt, no return. So they'll be Highliners will come out with a 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
1st and 10, ball on the 38-yard line for the Highliners.
And with a timeout to go and 1:19 on the clock, We'll see what offensive coordinator Rob Hunt will have dialed up here for his offense. Last time he was an offensive coordinator was just a few years back, a stint as the O coordinator for Minnesota State Moorhead. Here's Powell across the running room. 40, Powell to the 45. He's free to the 45-40 and brought down from behind at the 35-yard line. That's what he's got dialed up. Just give it to the quick guy and have him get to the outside and run. And he'll take it to the 34-yard line. That'll be a 28-yard carry for Powell. And that is going to be enough for a Highliner first down. And a nice start to the drive here. 1st and 10 for Valley City at the 34-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 here to the near side. Inside a minute to go. Sikora to Powell. Hesitates, fumbles it. It's free. Picked up and recovered by the Cardinals, and they will take over. Keaton Elliott will come up with a recovery on the fumble. And that is going to be a loss and a recovery for the Cardinals. The second turnover for the Highliners. And this one will be back to the 49-yard line. So after a nice run by Powell, let's see. Ball's at the 49 with 49 seconds to go in the quarter. So now the Cardinals, just like that, get another shot. Here comes the blitz. Johnson rolling out to throw. Throwing deep, far side, and incomplete. Threw it over the wrong shoulder and threw it closer to out of bounds. Well, after a great start passing, Johnson has been incomplete on his last 4.
Back on the coverage, number 7.
And so Derek Shape was going one-on-one there with Easton Shaper. He had to bring up 2nd down and 10 with 43 ticks on the clock. Johnson will send Henderson here to the near side. McDonald and Schaefer wide to the far side. Right on the VC at the 50 from the 49. Johnson to throw. Quarterback draw. Up the middle to the 50. To the outside, inside the Highliner territory to the 48-yard line. Ryer Muskie coming up there defensively for Valley City with help from Caleb McLaughlin. And it's going to be a pickup about 3 yards on the carry. 52 yards rushing on 7 carries now for Jack Johnson. And the timeout taken, I believe, by Langdon with 32 seconds to go. They're going to face a 3rd down play. 3rd and about 7 from the Highliner 48-yard line. 32 seconds remaining. Again, normally in our home opener for the halftime entertainment here, we have the Valley City highlights and the junior highlights. They always have that summer camp. Do the highlights with elementary aged dancers, and they usually perform at halftime of that home opener. Well, it got a little late for some of the youngsters. It was bedtime, so they'll do that next week when the Highlanders are back here at home next Friday night.
Let's make some noise, Highliner fans.
So here we go from the 48-yard line. 32 seconds to go. It is a 3rd down play. 3rd and about 7. Johnson to throw. Near side, Schaefer. And right through his hands. That's a forward pass. That's an incompleted pass. He had a little bit of space. Chase McLaughlin was coming up.
And that'll bring up 4th down for the Cardinals.
So it'll be 4th down now for the Cardinals at the Highliner 48. Well, my ride's here. I hate it when my grandma comes to the game. All right, from the 48. 28 seconds to go. And they're going to take, they have the punt the ball away. Johnson with that big leg approaches and kicks it high and deep. That's going to be over the head of Hendrickson. He's going to let it hit inside the 10, inside the 5, and it's going to go out of bounds. And let's see where they're going to mark it down at the 2 or 3 yard line. A 45-yard punt, no return.
Punt rolls out of bounds
And so now with 19 seconds to go, pretty safe bet. You may just see Socorro go under center and take a snap and just go right ahead and try not to do too much here, even just take a knee if you could. Though he can't go back too far. Line of scrimmage is the 3-yard line. Though Powell can bust one, may try to get one big play here, and now they're going to decide what they want to do. Timeout taken. That is the third and final timeout for Valley City. Langdon Area Munich, they have one left themselves. So 19 seconds to go. It'll be a first down and 10 for Valley City at their own 3-yard line. And just a reminder, coverage of tonight's Highliner football brought to you here on the Highliner Activity Network tonight by Bridge City Dentistry. Healthy teeth, healthy you. Well, that all starts at Bridge City Dentistry. You can grin with confidence. And stop off and make an appointment with Dr. Tessa Legeen and Dr. Karen Berg and the staff over at Bridge City Dentistry in Valley City. They want to see you smile. And if the Highliners can do something here, maybe we'll all be smiling. 19 seconds to go from the 3-yard line at their own 3-yard line. Powell will be about 5 or 6 yards deep in the end zone. Sikora in the pistol. He's about 2 yards deep. Getting the snap. It's a good one. And, a bad exchange, but Powell got it, and he gets out of the end zone to the 5. Corbin to the 10. He's to the 15, and then brought down by Schaefer out of bounds here at about the 16-yard line. That'll be a gain of 13 yards and a first down. And he got out of bounds, too. That helps. So it'll be first and 10 for Valley City from the 16. They're actually going to mark it at the 16-yard line. So it'll be first and 10 for Valley City at their own 16 with 11 seconds to go. Powell unofficially now 13 carries for 90 yards. Of course, the big play, a big 28-yard run, is his biggest so far. From the 16 on a first down and 10. Sikora gets a snap and gives off to McLaughlin, and Caleb eludes a tackler, eludes another. He gets out to the 20, cuts back to the inside to the 25-yard line. Caleb McLaughlin giving Powell a breather, and Caleb with a nice carry and takes it to the 25-yard line, a gain of 9, and that is how our first half comes to an end. So a little bit of momentum there for Valley City. As the nice drive there, at least a couple of nice plays to end the half. A 9-yard run off the 13-yard run by Corbin Powell. So we are at halftime here at Hannah Field, and your score, it is Langdon Area Munich 13, Valley City nothing. We're back with your halftime. This is Highliner football on the Highliner Activity Network. Paul McDonald back with you here at Hannah Field. We are at the half, and Langdon Area Munich leading it by a score of 13-0 over Valley City. We'll take a look at those first half numbers here momentarily. Again, other sports going on here for Valley City. Highliner golf team and Coach Tyler Van Bruggen, they have had about 5 or 6 meets so far this year and been hitting the links as of late, and did have a couple of meets where the Varsity, I think they're earlier this week, they had a season best low score, team score 463. Of course, again, Highliners now in Class B in golf, and the girls golf team with a couple of seniors, a young golf team for Coach Van Bruggen. Good numbers. They got 8 girls out for golf this year, and have junior highs. Or the JV has also won a couple of JV meets so far for the Highliners. We'll talk more with Coach Van Bruggen about how his golf team has come when we have our Coach's Corner next week. Tennis, they are currently on the season at 2-3, if memory serves. They went 1-2 at the quad tournament, or a quadrangular with West Fargo, Fargo North, and Wahpeton to start the year. Went 1-2 there and finished in 3rd place. And then lost a tough one to Fargo Shanley to open up the home season, but then bounced back and defeated Fargo South here 6-3. So the Highlanders 1-1 in the EDC and 2-3 on the season for Coach Matt Nielsen and the Highlanders boys tennis team. And you talked about numbers, a record number, 32 Highlanders out for tennis here on the Highlanders boys tennis team this season. And cross country, they've got a couple of meets in for first-year head coach Jessica Gregerson. And again, a team that I don't believe they have any seniors on this roster for Valley City, boys or girls. A very young roster, and some of their middle school kids, their 9th graders, they have actually done fairly well on the JV side. And Cadence Fetch, Addison Fetch leading the way on the girls' side. Jack Sorby and Elijah Drummond leading the way for Valley City on the boys' side. And again, they had a meet here yesterday. I didn't get a final on how they figured out there in that meet here on Thursday. And also Highlander Volleyball, they have yet to play a match. They will get things started for the season in a week on the 9th of September on the road at Kindred. And then 2 days later, September 11th, they will be home for their home opener against Central Cass. And then that weekend, the Highlander Classic Volleyball Tournament, September 12th or September 13th. So lots of volleyball coming up in the hack here a little bit later on in a couple of weeks. But Coach Cynthia Clabo and her crew, they will have their first match of the year on September 9th on the road at Kindred. And again, if you have been following Highlander sports, you know that Valley City. Oh, thank you, Coach. I knew I thought there was. Thank you very much. I just got a text from Coach Gregerson. They do have a couple of seniors, Brenna Storley. And, of course, I've been seeing Brenna and Autumn Anderson walking around here tonight, and I should have known that. Thank you very much for that text to put me back in my place. I do appreciate that. That's why I like it when coaches listen. They can keep me straight and let me know what's going on. But again, back to volleyball again. They will open up on the road at Kindred. But what I was going to talk about is, of course, the 3-class system has reached volleyball this year. And so Valley City will be in that Region 1 with Northern Cass, Kindred, Central Cass, Wahpeton, Fargo, Oak Grove, and Lisbon will be the teams in the Region 1. Just like they are in basketball, they will be there as well in volleyball. And the Highlanders will also be hosting the Region 1 volleyball tournament coming up later on this fall. Just like we're going to be hosting the Southeast Region Individual Wrestling Tournament, boys and girls, coming up later on in the winter. So let's get you caught up on what's going on with Highliner Athletics. And again, to get more on what's going on with Highliner Athletics, you can check in Coach's Corner. Again, Coach's Corner coming up every Thursday at 7:30 in the morning on the Highliner Activity Network, live on YouTube. But you can go back and watch it at your leisure if maybe you're getting ready for work, or if you like, some people still sleeping at 7:30 in the morning. And you can watch last week's show, our first show of the season, our 5th year of the Highliner Activity Network. And we are glad that you are joining us and being part of all the great Highliner athletics and activities. We'll have plays, concerts, of course, graduation in the spring, all sorts of great stuff. So all you have to do is, again, just you go to YouTube. For those of you that already know, pass it along to all your friends and family and neighbors. You go to YouTube and search Highliner Activity Network, and you can enjoy Highliner activities all season long as we go through, again, our 5th year of Highliner athletics and Highliner activities. Again, tonight's coverage of Highliner football is brought to you by Bridge City Dentistry. Sparkle with every smile. Trust us for your smile. That's Bridge City Dentistry. They want to see you smile. That's Dr. Texel Legine and Dr. Karen Berg over at Bridge City Dentistry in Valley City. Let's take a look at the first half numbers here for the Langdon area Munich Cardinals. They early on in the game, Coach Jax Johnson was doing very well through the air, was 6 of 10 for 102 yards, but misfired on his last 5 incompletions. So 6 of 15 for 102 yards passing. But on the ground, he's got 7 carries, 52 yards, including a couple of touchdowns. Also, Sam Davis, he has carried the ball 7 times for 13 yards, 167 yards unofficially, offensively in the first half for the Cardinals. Tanner McDonald's got a couple of catches for 33 yards. Davis a couple of catches for 40 yards. Also, Easton Schaefer has a catch for 39 yards in that first half. For Valley City, on the ground, Corbin Powell, 13 carries, 90 yards. Sikora has carried the ball 5 times for 10 yards. Trey McPartland on a almost looked like a fumble Ruski, but a bad snap that was on the ground. He picked it up and lost a yard on the carry. And also Caleb McLaughlin on that last drive, the last play of the half, a 9-yard pickup. So right now, 108 yards on the ground for Valley City, a couple of yards through the air as quarterback Andrew Sikora, 3 of 4 passing for 2 yards. Just a couple, just swing passes, almost like a glorified pitch, if you will. And Corbin Powell, he has all 3, or he has 2 of those receptions. McLaughlin has 1, but 3 of 4 passing for 2 yards. So 110 yards total offense for the Highliners, which is very good. It's almost double what they had last week in their full game against the Aggies. The Highlanders coming out of the locker room as they put that 3-minute warm-up on the clock, and they are out and ready to get set for the second half. Again, the Cardinals did defer in the coin flip, so they will get the ball here to start things in this third quarter. And if you're just joining us and you're wondering why, in heaven's name, are we still on the air at 10 minutes past 10 o'clock, it's because we endured a 2-hour and 1-minute weather delay to start things off. Kickoff was at 9:01 here. And so that is why we are still going here at 10 minutes past 10 o'clock on this Friday night. But, hey, it's a Friday night. You don't have to get up for work, or at least some of us don't have to get up for work tomorrow. Let's take a look at some scores in Class A football tonight. Grafton defeated Mayport CG 28-12. Hillsborough Central Valley over Thompson 28-20. Southern McLean defeated Hazen 44-6. Number 3 ranked Dickinson Trinity defeated Shiloh Christian 46-27. Ray Powers Lake over Turtle Mountain 39-20. Central McLean defeated South Prairie Max 54-0. Botno over Northern Cass 33-7. And here's one that I don't know if it really surprises me, but Harvey Wells County, they were receiving votes in the most recent poll. They defeated Velva Drake Animus Garrison by a final of 10-8 tonight in Velva. So Harvey Wells County hands the first loss of the season to the Aggies, and it's only the 3rd time they've lost in 3 years for Velva football. Carrington blanked Sargent County 14-0, and Lax Burlington, they were winners over Rugby tonight by a final of 8-6. So that is what else is going on in single A football tonight. Double A football scores: Grand Forks Central over St. Mary's 23-12. Same score, Jamestown over Wahpeton. Minot North blanked Williston 41-0. Kindred over Devils Lake 42-12. Central Cass defeated Watford City 41-14. Fargo South over Dickinson 34-21. And West Fargo Horace, they defeated Grand Forks Red River by a final of 34-7. So that is a look at your scoreboard, and that is your halftime. Again, coverage of tonight's Highliner football brought to you by Bridge City Dentistry. And we are ready to go for the start of the second half. TJ Henderson back deep here along with Easton Schaefer.
Number 1, Easton Schaefer. Number 3,
and Corbin Powell handling the kicking duties here for the Highliners.
The Highliners will be number 2, Corbin Powell.
So he will kick her off here to start things in this third 12 minutes. Here's the approach and the kick. Henderson at the 20-yard line. TJ to the 25, far side. He's got running room to the 30, 35, 40, 45, midfield. TJ Henderson to the 40, to the 35, 30. Stays on his feet, stays in bounds, and then brought down on the far sideline.
Number 3, TJ Henderson.
And TJ Henderson, no flags on the play. A nice start to the second half here for Henderson. And they're going to mark it down at about the... Boy, I think that's going to be at the 16-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 to the Cardinals. Ball on the Highliners' 16-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line for the Cardinals after that run back of 64 yards for T.J. Henderson from the 16. 1st and 10. Johnson gets the snap. On the jet sweep, Schaefer to the 15, or to Davis on the jet sweep. He'll take it down to about the 11, gain of 5. Thought maybe I scared you guys away. You were late getting back here. So a 5-yard pickup by Davis. Davis 18 yards on 8 carries now, so it'll be 2nd down and 5 from the 11. As we just get things started here in quarter number 3, 13-0 advantage to the Cardinals of Langdon Area Munich. Schaefer and Henderson wide to the far side of the field. McDonald here to the near side. Davis standing to the right of his quarterback. Now here's Schaefer. He'll come across the formation, stop, and go back the other way. From the 11 on 2nd and 5, lines up in the slot. Jackson Johnson gets the direct snap to the 10. Johnson inside the 10. He'll get 1st down yardage close to the 6. And is brought down there after a gain of 5 yards.
It'll be 3rd and short for the Cardinals.
So it will be, well, they're going to mark it just short of the 1st down. We'll call it the 7. So he will be short by a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1 from the 7-yard line. Johnson, 8 carries, 56 yards rushing tonight. Has 1 22-yard run. From the 7, empty backfield. Schaefer in motion, fake. Here's a Johnson up the middle, and he is going to score. Jackson Johnson right up the middle, takes it in from 7 yards out. And that is a quick opening drive of 3 plays, 16 yards. Of course, a 64-yard kickoff return set things up and just took a minute 47 off the clock. Johnson with his 3rd touchdown rushing on the game. And now we'll try to add his 2nd extra point. Snap, kick, it is no good. So we come back up the field with 10:13 to go in the 3rd quarter. And your score now, it is Langdon Area Munich 19, Valley City nothing. This is Highlander football on the Highlander Activity Network.
With 10:13 remaining here in the 2nd quarter, or 3rd quarter, Langdon Cardinals 19, Highliners 0.
Corbin Powell back deep to receive here for Valley City.
Jax Johnson back to receive for the Highliners. Number 23, Caleb McLaughlin.
Jax Johnson will kick her deep here for the Cardinals. Number 2 will send it to number 2. End over end kick. And it's taken from the 7-yard line to the 10 to the 15. McLaughlin 20, 25. And Caleb McLaughlin will get out close to the 30-yard line.
McLaughlin on the return brought down at the
So a good return by Caleb McLaughlin, about 23 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Highliners. With 10 minutes and 7 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter, they'll have it right at the 30-yard line. Highlanders have had decent starting field position. They have not really started deep in their own zone yet. So now from the 30, again, Corbin Powell unofficially 13 carries, 90 yards rushing. From the 30, snap Sikora. Screen, incomplete. And, yep, they call incomplete right away.
Pass from
Just a little swing pass there intended for Powell. Again, trying to get him to the outside to utilize that speed. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 30. Sikora 3 of 5 passing, just 2 yards. At the 30-yard line, 2nd down and 10. Here goes Sikora. We'll give off to Powell. Right side, gets out across the 30, back to the original line of scrimmage, +1. And we'll bring up a 3rd down and short. Looks like Landon Snyder coming up with a tackle there after a gain of 1.
1 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Highliners.
So a 3rd and 9 from the 31 for Valley City. Leighton Hendrickson will go out split wide to the far side of the field. Tegan Kleepgard here to the near side as they have trips here to the near side. Sikora to Powell and wrapped up. And Corbin is going to lose a yard, maybe 2. See if they spot him at the 30. If they give him forward progress, they will not. Jax Johnson last off the pile there for the Cardinals. It'll be a loss of 2 back to the 29-yard line.
Loss of a couple, and it'll be 4th and 11 for the Highlanders.
And that will bring up a 4th down play, 4th and 11 from the 29. Powell again back to punt. Schaefer back deep to receive.
Number 1, Easton Schaefer.
Actually, TJ Henderson is back deep to receive. Line of scrimmage at 29. And Powell boots it. Wobbler, short kick near side. Hits at the 50. Takes a left-hand turn and wobbles right at the sideline at the 46-yard line. 26-yard punt, no return. And so the Cardinals, with their second offensive series here in the 3rd quarter, will start 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line with 8 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Langdon Area Munich leading it by a score of 19-0. Now 2 receivers wide to the near side. Tanner McDonald in the backfield standing next to Johnson. Here goes Davis in motion across the backfield. Johnson straight back to pass. Hit as he throws. It's a squabbler, and it's going to be intercepted at the 35-yard line. He was hit as he threw it. I think Ryer Muskie came blowing in there and came up with the big hit. And it was a wobbler. And I think Sikora. It is Sikora on the interception. So Andrew Sikora will come up with the interception. And the Highlanders get the first turnover of the second half. And Sikora on that wobbler intercepts it. And the Highlanders will take over at their own 35-yard line. So a big play there. Again, the rush came. Muskie hit Johnson as he threw it. And now the Highlanders get the ball right back. He pumps once, wants to go deep, lost it. He didn't have the time to throw it and dropped for a sack back at the 30-yard line. Loss of 5 yards on the play. He didn't really have time to set himself and throw after the pump fake. Braxton Linseth on the sack there.
It'll be a loss of about 5 on the play.
So the loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15. From the 30-yard line. 3 receivers to the right. 1 here to the near side is Hendrickson. Sikora to Powell, and he is nearly caught from behind. Was able to slither his way out
run by number 2, Corbin
to
Powell.
the 30. So we have a cramp here by, I think that is Powell, and he's being helped with that leg cramp. Tabitha Muncie, the great head athletic trainer here for the Highlanders, quickly out to take over, and she will help him. So an injury timeout, no gain on the play. It's at the 29-yard line. Actually, a loss of 1 for Powell. And we'll bring up a 3rd down situation here for Valley City. 3rd and about 17 from the 29-yard line. So he is up, coming off after that cramp is taken care of. Well, you get those Charlie horses. Watching the Vikings and Dickinson State game last night, several players on both sides went down, and sometimes those Charlie horses can be almost worse than anything. They just cramp you up, and your leg is just throbbing, and even after the fact, it's throbbing. So Powell will come over and get some H2O. Caleb McLaughlin will now be in the backfield with Sikora on a 3rd down and 17 from the 29-yard line. Sends a man in motion. And the pitch, it's a fumble. Well, I'm surprised. That's an incompleted pass. Lance Lukes, the near referee, he was on it. He was Johnny on the spot. That was a forward pass, and it's just going to be incompletion as he did the shovel pass to the receiver coming across in the motion.
Will be incomplete.
So it'll be incomplete.
4th and 15 for the Highlanders.
And it'll be 4th down for Valley City. Powell, who normally punts, still on the sidelines, getting hydrated. And looks like Sikora is going to go back in punt formation. 7 minutes and 27 seconds to go. Now the Highlanders are going to have to talk it over because your normal punter's not out there.
Timeout,
so they will take a timeout with 7:27 to go here in quarter number 3. Valley City trailing Langdon Area Munich 19-0. We're back with more Highlander football on the Highlander Activity Network. After the timeout, a 4th down here for Valley City. And the left-footed kick by Sikora. And it's going to take a Highliner roll. Nice punt there by Sikora. It'll take it down to the 31-yard line. That's going to be a 41-yard punt and no return.
Punt will be down.
So Sikora with a nice 41-yard boot there. Spelling Corbin Powell, who's on the sidelines. So with 7:20 remaining here in quarter number 3, 19-0, Langdon Area Munich leading. And they will take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 receiver wide to the far side of the field. That's the short side on that far hash. Johnson gets the snap, back to pass. Cox fires near side. McDonald complete to the 30. 35, 40. Tanner McDonald to the 45, and then upended out of bounds here in the near side by Chase McLaughlin with a nice 2-legged takedown at the 35-yard line. Gain of 14 yards on the completion.
Result of the play will be a Cardinal.
That's the first completion in a while for Jackson. McDonald with his 4th catch for 47 yards. From the 45-yard line, it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Cardinals. At their own 45, now to the near hash. Empty backfield. Here's Schaefer in motion. Shovel pass to Easton Schaefer at the 45, and then gets across the 45 to about the 48 before he is met by a couple of Highlanders and brought down there after a gain of 3. And he was bent rather awkwardly and also lost his helmet. Schaefer there defensively for Valley City, along with Jack Dieterle. And Ryer Muskie and Dieterle on the tackle. Gain of 3 yards on that shovel pass. So a gain to make it 2nd down and 7. Now here's the hand, and the handoff for Johnson actually keeps it himself, and Jack Johnson to the 41-yard line. They might give him forward progress to the 40 in Highlander territory. That'll be a pickup of 12 yards. Johnson now 10 carries for 75 yards on the ground. He's got another 119 through the air on 8 of 18 passing. So at the 40-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 for Langdon area Munich. They lead at 19-0. 6 minutes, 17 seconds to go, third quarter. Trips here to the wide side of the field. Davis behind Johnson about 4 yards. In the pistol. And off to Davis, and he's going to get wrapped up and brought. No, actually, Johnson keeps it himself, and he's gone. Boy, they had me fooled, and they had the Highliner defense fooled. As Ryer Muskie had Sam Davis wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, but Jack Johnson kept it himself and raced up the field for 40 yards, and his 4th touchdown of the night. And just like that, it's now 25-0. That was a great fake by Jax Johnson. And the long touchdown run of 40 yards. Again, Johnson now with his 4th TD of the game. Now trying to add the extra point. Out of the hold of Theo Ramfo. And the kick is good. So with 5:57 left to go here in this
Johnson's kick is good.
Third quarter, your score now reads Langdon area Munich 26, Valley City nothing. This is Highlander football on the Highlander Activity Network.
Back to return for the Highliners, number 23, Caleb McLaughlin, and number 2, Corbin Powell. On to kick for the Langdon Cardinals, number 2.
5:57 to go. That drive, 4 plays, 69 yards, took 2:05 off the clock. A 40-yard touchdown run by Jax Johnson, his 4th touchdown of the game. And now he will kick it off here to Caleb McLaughlin and Corbin Powell back deep to receive. There's a low line drive kick. McLaughlin at the 10 to the 15, 20. Or Powell, pardon me, across the 20, the 25 to the outside. Powell to the 30, to the 35, and still on his feet on that far sideline. Fumbles the football. He went out of bounds. The ball was just laying on the ground on that far side inbounds, but right behind him and able to fall on it and keep things alive for Valley City. I want to say that was Jack Leroux that was there and fell on the loose football.
Recovered by number 22, Chase Coughlin.
Well, Chase Coughlin is they're going to say who recovered the fumble. But it is a return out to the 37-yard line, about a 27-yard return. So the Highliners offense back on the field. And we again are going to have Tabitha Muncie coming back out to the far side. Again, cramping up. I believe, again, that's Corbin Powell. So they are going to take care of him. He's over on that far sideline. With 5 minutes and 45 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, Valley City will have it 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. Trailing here 26-0. This is the home opener for the Highliners. They'll be home again next week. 4 home games only for Valley City this football season. So if you want to get a chance to watch this 2025 edition of the Highliners, you aren't going to have many more opportunities. We're going to step aside as they continue to work on Corbin Powell on that far sideline. We'll take a break. 5:45 to go here in the third quarter. Cardinals leading at 26-0. This is Highlander football on the Highlander Activity Network. So now Caleb McLaughlin is in the backfield for Valley City. They're still trying to get that leg cramp from Corbin Powell on the far side. So McLaughlin now in behind Sikora. Here's the high snap. Sikora brings it down, gets it off to McLaughlin, and Caleb will get out across the line of scrimmage out to the 38. Gain of about a yard on the play there by Caleb. That is Landon Schneider on the tackle. Caleb picking up 1 yard, brings up second down and 9 from the 38-yard line. Second down for Valley City. From the 38, Sikora with the snap. McLaughlin cuts back inside as he was looking to go outside. Wasn't really there. He'll get a yard back to the 39-yard line. So a couple of running plays brings up a 3rd and 8 from the 39.
Gain of 1 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Highliners.
So third down play coming up here for Valley City. Line of scrimmage is their own 39-yard line. 4:35 to go, third quarter. Cardinals leading it 26-0. 2 receivers near side, 1 receiver wide to the far side. McLaughlin, the lone setback on a third down handoff. Running him up the middle across the 40 to the 45, and he tried to bounce it to the outside. It's going to be very close to a first down as he was tripped up right. He was getting close to the marker. Boy, if it's left foot, it'll be a first down. If it's right foot, it won't be. It's right foot, so it's going to be short of the yard marker by just about a half stride. So McLaughlin needed 8. He got 7 3/4. So, they are going to give him the first down. Good, they are going to give him the first down. They eyeballed it, so they are going to give him the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City. At their own 48-yard line. Sikora going all the way quarterback. McLaughlin at the line of scrimmage and then stood up by a host of Cardinals. And no gain on the play.
No gain on the play.
There defensively.
For the Highlanders.
Keaton Uliot was there. Looked like Colton Hine also there on a tackle for the Cardinals. No gain on the play. Brings up second down and 10 from the 48. 3:12, clock ticking, third quarter. Sikora, McLaughlin to the 40 and into Cardinal territory to the 49-yard line.
Gain of about 5.
So he will pick up about 5 yards on the play. Devin Hawkinson on the tackle. Hawkinson making the play, bring to the 49. So a pickup of 3. And it'll bring up third down and 6 from the 49. Sikora, McLaughlin, nothing doing. He's going to lose yardage back to the 49-yard line. Again, a plethora of Cardinals, where I suppose they're a flock. I want to say that was Ocean Highhawk there defensively, even with that 58 or 56. 56 is Devin Hawkinson. No, that is Ocean Highhawk there defensively on the tackle. One of the Cardinals there defensively. So it'll be 4th down after the loss of 2. From the 49, inside 2 minutes to go. Now punting the ball away, the left footer, Sikora. Again, it'll take a Highliner roll inside the 30, inside the 15, inside the 20, and it will be down at about the 17-yard line. That is going to be a 34-yard punt for Sikora. I was chuckling. If you're watching there, Derek Shape was trying to use some magic to get the ball to go a little bit deeper, but it just didn't want to do it. So with 1:47 to go in this third quarter, the Cardinals will have it 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line. 26-0, Langdon Area Munich leading. Quarterback Jax Johnson's been the storyline. 11 carries, 115 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns, 8 of 18 through the air for another 119. And the handoff to Davis to the 15 to the 20. And Sam Davis gets out close to the 25. It'll be a gain of 8 to the 25-yard line for Davis.
Gain of about 8 on the play. It'll be
Davis, 9 carries, 27 yards. So they have moved the ball on the ground. Unofficially, 142 on the ground with those two gentlemen. So after that 8-yard pickup brings up 2nd down and 2. Highlanders next week will be home against Sargent County. And they'll hit the road, take on Oaks before coming home for homecoming on the 19th of September. Davis on the handoff, running him, 1st down, out to the 30-yard line. And there are 8 or 9 Highlanders around him as he gets out to the 30. Gets 5 yards and a 1st down. Jack Leroy there defensively for Valley City. It'll be a 1st down for the Cardinals at their own 30-yard line. Final seconds ticking off here in the 3rd quarter. At the 30, 1st and 10. Blitz coming. They go to the far side of the field and across the 35 and out to the 40-yard line. And our new ball carrier in there for as Maddox Stremick.
Number 10 on the carry, Maddox Stremick.
He'll take it. And a very
14, Andrew Sikora.
close to a 1st down. They're going to give him the 1st down. So Stremick, the 10-yard pickup and the 1st down. Will be 1st and 10 now for the Cardinals at the 40. And that is going to be where we'll stand as we head into the 4th quarter with 3 seconds to go. And quarter number 3 in the books. Your score at the end of 3 quarters of play. It is Langdon Area Munich 26, Valley City nothing. This is Highlander football on the Highlander Activity Network.
Cardinals 26 and your Valley City Highliners 0.
A 1st and 10 here for the Cardinals at the 40-yard line. Here on the near hash as we start the 4th quarter. McDonald goes in motion across the formation. And now goes to Stremick at the 10 and then tripped up as he crosses, or at the 40. He is number 10. Tripped up as he gets to the 43. A gain of 3 yards.
Alexander Russell on the tackle.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 7. At the 43-yard line for Valley City, or for the Cardinals at their own 43. They get the numbers and the play from the sidelines. They all look at their wristbands, and now they head up. For those of you that remember Bud Grant, I think he is rolling over in his grave, seeing how players are reading wristbands right now. Here's Johnson looking to run at the 40 to the 45, put his head down and bounced off a Highlander. Gets across the 45 to the 46, gain of 3 yards.
Brought down by a horde of Highliners.
That'll bring up a 3rd down play here for Carrington. Or pardon me, sorry Langdon fans, that probably just upset you very much. Langdon Area Munich Cardinals at the 46-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 5. As they check their wristbands. I mean, this is a head coach like Bud Grant that does not allow gloves in the cold winter for his receivers. So I'm sure wristbands would have been absolutely taboo. From the 46, 3rd and 5. Here's Johnson to throw. Comes back across the grain, incomplete. Through here to the near side, intended for Theo Ramfo.
Pass from Johnson.
Theo Ramfo, that name sounds familiar. His older brother just got named starting quarterback for the University of North Dakota up in Grand Forks. So that incompletion will bring up a 4th down and 5 from the 46. They're at their own 46-yard line. McDonald standing next to his quarterback, Johnson. Now he'll move up. Line up more as a slot. And Johnson to throw on 4th down. Slant, incomplete, nearly picked off. Misfire Tanner McDonald. And it was almost intercepted by Chase Coughlin. And it'll be an incompleted pass, and the ball will go over on downs. So the Highliners offense will come back onto the field with 10 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this 4th quarter. They will have it 1st and 10, and they will start in Langdon area territory for the first time tonight at the 47-yard line. Well, we'll call it the 46. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 46. Sikora in that pistol formation. And the handoff, McLaughlin, and boy, that play took a heck of a long time to develop, and that allowed the defense to come in and make a play, and that was Braxton Linseth on the tackle, and that's going to be a loss of 3 back to the 49-yard line. So Caleb McLaughlin now is taking over at the running back position as Corbin Powell standing on the sidelines. There have been issues cramping up here the last couple of drives, so now he is probably going to watch the rest of this game on the sidelines. Handoff McLaughlin on 2nd down. Caleb, he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage, and all 11 and about 20 out of the 22 players on the field are around the football right now. And McLaughlin will take the pile inside the 45 to the 43. So a strong 6-yard run there by Caleb. He'll take it down to the 43-yard line, which will bring up a third down and 7 for Valley City at the Langdon area Munich 43. Shape and cleave guard wide to the far side of the field. Hendrickson here to the near side. Sikora, McLaughlin, and again hit at the line of scrimmage. Again, just keeps those legs turning. The big, strong kid takes it to the 42. He'll pick up a yard. Again, it took 2 or 3 players to bring him down. Will bring up a 4th down for Valley City at the 42-yard line in Cardinal territory with 8 minutes and 24 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. One way you shorten up a game, you just run the heck out of the ball. Keep that clock running. But it'd be nice if we can move the sticks as well. From the 42, Sikora, McLaughlin to the outside. Nope, that one did not develop at all, and he is brought down for a loss. And he was brought down there by Landon Schneider. Sam Davis was over there defensively as well for the Cardinals. And so the ball will go back over to the Cardinals at their own 45-yard line with 8 minutes and 1 second left to go here in the 4th quarter. Looks like they still have the same group in the backfield here with Jack Johnson at quarterback. Davis standing next to him. Davis gets the direct snap, and Davis to the 50. Here's Sam Davis, takes it into Highliner territory.
Sam Davis on the direct snap.
And we'll take it down to about the 46 in Highliner territory.
On the play, it'll be be second and 1 for the Cardinals.
So that will be a gain of 9, brings up second down and 1. Davis now 11 carries, 41 yards. From the 46-yard line. 7.5 to go, fourth quarter. Two receivers near side. At the 46. And the handoff again, bursting up the middle is Davis. We have a new quarterback in there as Connor Mitchell, the sophomore, hands it off to Davis and went flying right up the middle. And Davis will take it down to the 34-yard line, gain of 12 yards for Davis. So we're probably going to see a steady diet of the senior, Sam Davis, 5'7", 155, 12 carries, 53 yards so far tonight. Unofficially, of course. The Connor Mitchell, 5'6", 125-pound sophomore, listed as a wide receiver. He's in at quarterback. And now the handoff to Stremick. Stremick takes it in across the 30, and Stremick will get it down close to the 28-yard line.
Number 10, Maddox. Stremick on the carry.
They'll mark it down at around the 29. Pick up of 5 yards for Stremick.
Flag on the play.
As they are now closing in on over 200 yards on the ground are the Cardinals at 189 unofficially. 119 through the air. We had a personal foul, face mask on Valley City, and that's going to tack 15 yards onto the play. That's one thing tonight. We've not had a lot of penalties. That's only the third accepted penalty on Valley City for 25 yards. Cardinals have had 2 for 20. So not a lot of penalties tonight, but that 15-yard penalty will take it down to the 19. Well, should be. They have it down inside the 15-yard line. The original line of scrimmage must have been the 29, not the 34. So as it is down to the 14-yard line. Mitchell, new running back, turns, gives to Evan Autumn, and Autumn will take it down inside the 10, getting up to about the 9. And Autumn will pick up 5 yards. Evan Autumn, the sophomore, 5'9". So now Connor Mitchell, the sophomore. Autumn, the sophomore running back. As the second team now in here in the latter stages of this fourth quarter. 2nd and 5. Hit 6 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Mitchell in the pistol, 3 receivers to the far side. And Autumn this time hitting the backfield, and he's going to lose some yardage.
Autumn on the carry.
So he will be dropped. Boston Larson there defensively for Valley City.
Number 40, Christian Maudlin.
And I think Alexander Russell is also there
Boston
defensively.
Larson and Alexander Russell also there to help make the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 7.
So it's going to be a loss back to the 11-yard line. After he gained 5, he just lost 2. Brings up 3rd down from the 11. Mitchell keeps it himself to the 10, at the 5, tripped up at about the 5-yard line. Derek Shape comes up and trips him up there as he was making his cut. Gets down to about, they'll say, knee down at the 6.
It'll be
a gain of 5 yards there for Mitchell on the quarterback keep. And it'll bring up 4th down. This is the longest drive as far as number of plays here. This will be the 8th play of this drive for Langdon area Munich. Started at their own 45-yard line. So 4th down and 2 from the 6. Mitchell in the pistol. He'll turn and give it. Autumn again. Looking to the outside. Wants the corner to the end zone. And he finds it for the touchdown.
Number 24, Evan
Autumn will score.
And that'll be a Langdon Cardinal touchdown.
And scores a touchdown from 6 yards out. So someone not named Jax Johnson gets into the end zone with 4:25 remaining. A 9-play drive. Covers 55 yards. And Autumn takes it in for the 6-yard touchdown. And now they'll have the conversion as they will go for 2. Mitchell at quarterback, 3 receivers here to the near side. Autumn, the lone setback. On the 2-point conversion, Mitchell keeps it, and he is going to get hit. And he does just sneak into the end zone before Derek Shape knocked him, but he will score the 2-point conversion. And we come back up the field with 3:41 left to go here in this fourth quarter. It is now Langdon area Munich 34 and Valley City nothing with 3:41 to go in the fourth quarter. We're back with the kickoff. This is Highlander football on the Highlander Activity Network. And tonight's coverage of Highlander football brought to you by Bridge City Dentistry. Love your smile again. Shine on with healthy teeth. Your smile, our passion. Get a hold of the folks over at Bridge City Dentistry, Dr. Tessa Legine, Dr. Karen Berg, and thank them for sponsoring Highlander football tonight here on the Highlander Activity Network. On that drive, again, 9 plays, 55 yards. Took 3:36 off the clock. 6-yard touchdown run by Evan Autumn, the sophomore. And then the other sophomore, Connor Mitchell, takes in the 2-point conversion. So now the kickoff coming. There's the approach. A low line drive kick. And it's going to be taken off at the 20 to the 25, 30, near sideline, 35, 40. Here goes Leighton Hendrickson actually on the return, and Leighton takes it out to the 40-yard line. Leighton Hendrickson, the sophomore, with a nice return to the Cardinal 40-yard line. That's going to be about a 40-yard kickoff return for Leighton Hendrickson. And the Highliners with good starting field position at the 40-yard line. With 3 minutes and 31 seconds to go, as they will start in Langdon area Munich territory for the second time tonight. They took the ball over on downs. And here it's about a 40-yard kickoff return by the sophomore Leighton Hendrickson. And now Hudson Krewald, the sophomore, is going to get a chance here at quarterback. Krewald will come in here in the pistol formation. Now there's all sorts of confusion. The Highlanders might need to take a timeout. Derek Shape doesn't know where he's supposed to line up. He's just going to go tailback. Krewald in the pistol from the 40. He'll give the handout to Shape. He's got running him to the 35. Why not? Get that big hole on the left side by the speedster. He'll take it to the 32-yard line. Picks up 8 yards on the carry. Well, one thing is for sure for Valley City, their offense has looked good tonight. They have moved the ball. One night, about unofficial, 127 yards on the ground. Passing hasn't really been there, but that's not the forte of Andrew Sikora, and they simplified the offense a little bit with Andrew taking the reps here at quarterback tonight. Only a couple yards through the air, but definitely showing signs of life on the offense from the 32. Off the handoff again as Krewald down to the 30-yard line. It's going to be enough for a Highlander first down. And that is on the carry for Valley City was Christian Modlin.
Result of the play will be a Highlander first down.
Will get the 2 yards needed for the first down. And we'll bring up first and 10 at the 30. Boy, for this young group, that would be something if they could pop one into the end zone here and get that first score of 20-25 from the 30-yard line. And off again to Christian Modlin to the outside. And Christian is stacked up and brought down, losing a yard.
Number 40, Christian Modlin on the carry.
And back to the 31.
Loss of about 1 on the play. It'll be second and 11.
And it'll bring up second down and 11 from the 31. Again next week. 7 o'clock kickoff. Sargent County will be in town to take on Valley City. The Bulldogs, of course, a combination of Milner, North Sargent, and Sargent Central, now known as Sargent County. From the 31-yard line as we approach a minute to go here in the fourth quarter. Krewald with Modlin back behind him. Christian gets the handoff, gets away from one tackler, cuts inside to the 25. Nice run there, gain of 6 yards for Modlin as he cut inside a tackler and picks up 6 yards.
Gain of about 6 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And that will bring up a 3rd down and 5 from the 25. Final 40 seconds of this one. You know the score doesn't reflect it. Definitely strides taken by this young Highlander football team, especially on the offensive side. From the 25-yard line. Krewald, high snap, comes down, gives it off to Modlin. Christian with a little couple of stiff arms and takes it inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line. So he'll get a couple yards on the play there. And that will bring up a 4th down and about 3 yards to go, maybe 4, but that is going to do it. So the clock winds out, and your final score here tonight, it is Langdon Area Munich 34, Valley City nothing. Step aside. We'll come back, take a look at the totals in this one. This is Highlander football on the Highlander Activity Network.
Next Friday, your Highlanders will be home as they will go against Sargent County. Again, next week, Valley City will be here at home going against Sargent County next Friday.
Paul McDonald back with you here at Hannah Field. Your final score tonight, 34-0 advantage to Langdon Area Munich as they win it tonight over Valley City. Let's take a look at the final numbers in this one. We did talk with Coach Chad Smith. We'll see if he does come up here and chat, but being that it is past all of our bedtimes at 11 o'clock, he may not join us, but we'll see if he comes up. Let's take a look at the numbers. First for Valley City tonight. Again, definite strides on the offensive side. 16 carries, 91 yards for Corbin Powell. That's a team, 38 carries for 136 on the ground for Valley City. And through the air, that really wasn't what their plan tonight, is to throw the ball. That was not going to be it. They simplified things for Andrew Sikora. He was 3 of 6 for 2 yards, and most of those passes were just little swing passes, glorified pitches to Corbin Powell to try to get him to the outside. But 3 of 6 passing, 2 yards for Sikora. No touchdowns and no interceptions. Did have the one turnover on the first snap of the game, ball went over his head, and Andrew went into full blocking mode instead of going after the football mode, and Langdon Area Munich was able to fall on it, and they did not score right away off that, but they did come up with the recovery off that turnover. But so all total, 130 yards of total offense. Again, Powell, 16 carries for 91 yards to lead the way. Caleb McLaughlin, 10 carries for 24 yards. And then in mop-up duty, Christian Modlin, 4 for 9. 1 carry for 8 yards for Derek Shape. And, I'm supposed to carry the ball now. And also Andrew Sikora, 6 carries for 5 yards. And Trey McPartlin on almost looked like a fumble Ruski and a ball that popped free, picked it up and lost a yard on the play. So, again, 136 yards. Again, for Sikora, 3 of 6 for 2 yards, 2 catches for 1 yard for Powell, and McLaughlin caught 1 for 1 yard as well. Now for the Cardinals of Langdon Area Munich. They come up offensively and run the ball well. 203 yards unofficially on the ground tonight for the Cardinals, and they had 119 through the air for 322 total yards. Jax Johnson, 12 carries, 118 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Sam Davis carried the ball 12 times for 53 yards. And he did most of his running in the second half. Stremick carried the ball unofficially 3 times for 18 yards. Maddox Stremick, 3 carries for 18. And then in mop-up duty, Evan Autumn carried the ball 3 for 9 and had a touchdown. And Connor Mitchell, 1 carry for 5 yards. He also had a 2-point conversion. Through the air, Jax Johnson, 8 of 20 for 119 yards. Did have that 1 interception, was hit as he was throwing the ball by Ryer Muskie. It fluttered. It was a dying quail, and Andrew Sikora came up with the interception. And the Highlanders, though, were not able to do much with that drive off the interception. Individually tonight, Tanner McDonald, 4 catches for 47 yards. Davis had 3 for 43. And 1 catch, 39 yards for Easton Schaefer. Though there were a couple of opportunities where he could have had some big plays, as he had his men beat on 2 or 3 plays and just couldn't one. He just could not bring the ball down, and he had his man beat by about 10 yards, but just could not complete it. Again, scoring tonight for the Cardinals. Johnson with that 1-yard touchdown run at the 6:38 mark of quarter number 1. That capped a 4-play, 47-yard drive. Took a minute 21 off the clock. Highlanders blocked the extra point. That made it 6-0. Then Johnson ran it in for 22 yards. That came with a minute 13 to go in the first quarter, capping a 5-play, 61-yard drive, taking 2:02 off the clock. This time he made the extra point, made it 13-0. Then in the third quarter, it was Johnson on a 7-yard touchdown run, capping a 3-play, 16-yard drive. Took a $1.47 off the clock, and the extra point was no good. It was 19-0. And then the Jax Johnson show continued. Later on in the third quarter, with 5:15 to go, he would go from 40 yards out, capping a 4-play, 69-yard drive, and took 2:05 off the clock. He would add the extra point to make it 26-0. And then that final touchdown again, Autumn, with a 6-yard touchdown run, capping a 9-play, 55-yard drive, 3:36 off the clock. And Mitchell ran in the 2-point conversion, which made the final score, 34-0 here tonight for Langdon Area Munich. So they are now 2-0 on the season. And next up for Valley City, again at 0-2, they'll be at home next week as they will take on Sargent County. That'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff here at Hannah Field next week. Now, I will not be here next week for that game, as I will be tending duties with my other job that I have here in Valley City, covering, of course, the Valley City State Viking volleyball team. So I will be gone next Friday night, but we will have a guest announcer that will be sitting in the chair here and covering that game for you here on the Highland Activity Network against Sargent County. So you want to stay tuned for that coming up next week, as we'll have a guest announcer, kind of a homecoming, if you will, for that announcer here joining us next week. And you're not going to know who it is until you hear his voice here next weekend. And that'll be, again, hopefully 6:45 at the pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff. But tonight, of course, we had a 2-hour, 1-minute weather delay that kept things late. We didn't have a kickoff tonight until 9 o'clock. So the Highlanders will be back at it against Sargent County coming up next week. Again, pregame at 6:45 and the kickoff set for 7 o'clock. Well, that's going to wrap things up here tonight. My thanks to Beckett Ness, who's been here since about 5:30. So you almost put in a 6-hour day here, there, Mr. Ness. And also, of course, executive producer Brian Krewall. And all of you joining us tonight. We appreciate you being part of having us as part of your Friday night. And we'll be back again next week on Friday night as Valley City will take on Sargent County, 7 o'clock kickoff. And again,
team in the huddle back there. I said, I'll take ownership on that. I don't know if we had a very good Tuesday practice, and that's on me as the head coach to make sure that we're prepared and ready to go for that, and we'll fix this and correct this. I promise you that. I'll be on top of the film, and we'll be on top of it, and we'll get ourselves together.
and you probably saw one of the better quarterbacks you're going to see this year in Jax Johnson, the senior, a very good quarterback.
Yeah, very good quarterback. Took a really good shot on that touchdown pass in the cover 2 look, and obviously saw it in film that our cover 2 stuff, our safeties aren't wide in near enough, and our corners aren't sinking underneath in the slant technique, and he made us pay for it. And it wasn't really Chase Coghlan's fault on that. It was really more of our safeties not widening in cover 2. You got to understand that you have the deep half of your field, not just the hashes. You got to get almost in between the hashes, the numbers to be able to run that, and they ran that near bottom numbers almost to the sideline, and it was a damn good throw.
Yeah,
very, very good throw, and that was that's hard to defend in the cover 2 looks. But we had to play cover 2 somehow because with the motions and the jet motion stuff, we had to get someone down to be able to force the run back into people. And then we got into, cover 3 and trying to be able to protect the run off those jet motions. And once they start getting things rolling, that's really hard to defend because now you're just playing a guessing game. Is it the jet motion? Is it quarterback run? And then they got into the zone option, and they did a really good job on the 1 touchdown too with, he pulled it. Quarterback pulls it off the jet sweep, and it was in a good position, and he just made a play. And, Ryer admitted that he made the play off that because I told him, I was like, hey, widen out a little bit because they're giving you trips over there. Split the difference. Quarterback pull, that's your open tackle. Yeah. And it's one-on-one in the open field, and made Ryer pay for that one. So.
And I was calling Ryer Muskie with a great tackle on the handoff, and next thing I see good. Number 2 running down the middle of the field.
But we got some really good encouraging things. Alex Russell made a great hit on the quarterback on the interception that made that ball pop up in the air. And honestly, they might have had us in that too because they ran, what we call a Superman concept where you run 1 to the field and 3 up the hash, and then you run the next one down the flat boundary, and it really stresses you out in any sort of coverage. And they were trying to throw it 2 right down the hash. And Alex made a great hit on the quarterback, and that ball hung up. But I thought maybe we could get some momentum and get that in the end zone. But we got to figure out how to put some points on the board. We haven't got points on the board yet this year, and we've got to figure out how to do that.
Well, it's Sargent County coming up next week, so back at it. You get back to work, and the railmen are ready to get after it again. And okay, you got that. I think having a 2-hour delay. Everybody's ready for home opener, and you're just ready to go, and then Mother Nature decides.
And you don't know how to handle it as well as either. Now, maybe I overthought it. So we got our guys a little bit of food. I got them a Gatorade and a little bit of stuff, but obviously we had guys cramping where Langdon didn't. So I wonder if the food factor hurt us where I didn't know better at all. So I don't know if next time I would do that again as a new head coach. Maybe that's something I would let be and just kind of let us deal through it. But I don't know if I was too happy with our locker room demeanor before the game. We were awfully up and down and juiced and left and right.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't want to say bad things about our kids, but I just didn't think we were very focused all week, to be quite honest. We didn't have a very good Tuesday practice. It was noted and it was called about, and I told them that in the huddle in the end zone, and that's on me as a coach then. If we're not focused and ready to go, that's on me.
Well, we get back after it. Sargent County next week, Coach. Appreciate you stopping up. And all right, you got 2 under your belt. Now you're a veteran head coach anymore. You're not a first-year guy.
I'd love to get a first-time win for all of us and get that for all of us. But
all right,
we'll figure it out.
Thanks, Chad. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it, Paul.
You bet. Coach Chad Smith joining us here from the Highliners. Again, that's going to wrapping up. Final score again, 34-0. The Highliners again are going to be at home taking on Sargent County next week. 7 o'clock kickoff for that game next week. And again, I'll be doing volleyball next week, so we'll have a guest announcer sitting in here and doing the game for us with Becca Ness again, our camera operator, and our executive producer, Brian Krewald. Have yourself a safe and great Memorial Day weekend. We will be back with more Highliner football coming up next Friday. Again, your final score tonight is Langdon Area Munich 34, Valley City nothing. Again, next week, Sargent County will come to Hannah Field for our next broadcast. 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff. Till then, Paul McDonald saying thanks for joining us, and so long from Hannah Field.